This is a very tense time, okay? You never know if you work or not. Hello. Can you hear us then?
Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. We are just connecting the camera so you can see them. Yeah, here we are.
Okay.
So can you see everybody
Hello,
then?
Toronto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to him. Yeah. Up. Yeah, now everybody.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, see a lot of
I
people.
hope I'm coming in loud and clear.
Yes. Everybody loves to hear them, so the floor is yours.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Joseph and Helio, for making this happen. So I'm so happy to join you even while I'm here in Istanbul for a meeting. And it's such a joy to be with you. This would have been my third time in Toronto had it been possible for me to be there. And I know that there's a large contingent of my Canadian kababayans. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat na nandiyan ngayon.
Magandang hapon din.
Magandang hapon.
Yeah, they answered something that means that they love you too. Okay?
Okay, good.
But there was an answer then.
Well, I know that you've already seen the video report, and maybe just to add some other items to it. Well, first and foremost, the Philippines right now is still reeling out of the tight COVID restrictions because cases are going down, and I think it's very much the same around the world. So we're continuing to pray that maybe this pandemic is seeing its last resistance. And I hope that by God's grace, everything will start to die down. However, in the Philippine situation right now, as you very well know, especially for the Filipinos out there, it is right now in the middle of the national election campaign. And we are now experiencing a lot of campaign groups that are coming together. So there might be a possibility that cases might rise up again. So do be in prayer that that's not going to be the case, so that we can continue on to do our work. You see, in FEBC, we're now back in the studios, and we're starting to get our grind together. For the past 2 years, we've been operating normally for working from home, and then half of the time working in the studios, but it has been quite difficult. So we're really very thankful that that things are starting to ease up. So do be praying for the COVID situation and the national elections. But there's one thing though. Good news is in my report, I was talking about opening the 13th station. Well, 2 weeks ago, I was in Cotabato to dedicate the newest station of FEBC down in Muslim Mindanao in Cotabato City. And so they are now operating at 8 hours a day to begin with. And they are primarily ministering to the Magindanaoan people group. Hopefully, it will also continue on to reach the Iranons, the Pedurays, and the Manobos. So we're really praying that that starts to move forward. So we're very happy that we were able to open that station. Now that brings us to our deaf spots. So we are still having some deaf spots, and when I say deaf spots, these are areas where there is no regular broadcast of the gospel. So hopefully we're now focusing up north, and that's the direction that we're going to. So that's another prayer item. Also, in relation to the COVID, we had some staff, for various reasons, they had to leave FEBC. Some of them had to take care of their ailing parents. Some of them had other reasons for leaving. And so one of the things that I would like to request of you is to pray to the Lord of the harvest that he would bring new workers for FEBC. I know that Cesar is, I think, there right now, who also worked with FEBC for quite some time. And I'm so glad that he can come. And talking about FEBC workers, I'd just like to shout out to the Matias family. I know that Tatay Frank is no longer here, but I think Faith, is in the audience. in the group. So I'd like to just extend to Faith our thankfulness, and please send my love to your mom, Ate Luz, and you know, the Matias family has helped the FEBC Friendship Dinners for many years. They have been helping coordinate, so thank you so much for continuing. So these are the kinds of people that we're praying for, again, that they would join the work of FEBC. So do help us in putting key people in key places. And in another vein, talking about machinery, our 22-year-old DZAS transmitter needs to be changed and upgraded. And so we're hoping and praying that we can continue negotiations with Nautel. It is a Canadian transmitter company down in Nova Scotia, and FEB Canada has helped a lot in acquiring our transmitters. Actually, almost all our transmitters are Nautel transmitters coming from Canada. So again, that's another contribution of FEB Canada that we would like to thank all of you for doing for us. And then also, there is a possibility with regard to the shortwave broadcast to Southeast Asia and China that we will now be co-locating our two sites. We have two sites, Bocaue and Iba. Bocaue, Bulacan, and Iba, Zambales. And right now what we plan to do is to consolidate all the shortwave broadcast operations in Iba, Zambales. So that's another big work that we need to do in preparation for continuing on with the work of shortwave. You know, even with all the internet coming into the broadcast and helping our broadcast in China, we still are experiencing hacking from the government. And so it seems that shortwave is here to stay, and we will continue to broadcast over the airwaves so that we can continue to communicate Christ in our world. So these are some of the praise items and prayer items, and maybe you have some questions, so I can open up and take some questions from you.
Yep. If you have any questions, I can bring the microphone for you, and you can ask him. Any questions? Yep. Coming. Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris. Since 2020, when the pandemic started, have you had any further trouble from extremist groups like Abu Sayyaf or the New People's Army or anything else? I know many years ago you had people killed at your station.
As far as the extremist groups are concerned, right now in the radio station that we're operating down south, they have not been quite active in the past 2 years. I think they were also affected by the pandemic, as it were. So things have died down as far as that is concerned, and we hope that it does not come up again. However, the city that was sieged in 2017, this is Marawi, which is the heartland of the Muslim South, is beginning to rise up again. So things are getting better for them. The city is being rebuilt. So we're hoping that the negotiations with well, right now we do have the BARM. This is the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, which has, in a sense, started peace in that area and has held at bay the extremist Muslims. So we do hope that that continues, so that even our broadcast can continue on in that area of the Philippines. So right now, we can say that by God's grace, things have quieted down and the government has been in control of the situation down south.
Okay, any other question? Here, Kelly.
Hi, I'm new to this group, but my question, I hope it doesn't sound silly, but in Toronto, there's only one Christian station, and the only time I can hear it is in the car. But I noticed that in the Philippines, they have a small radio that they can hear the gospel even in the fields. what is the difference? Why is it that we cannot hear Christian station here in Toronto? I don't know what is wrong. We're supposed to be advanced. But in the Philippines, it seems like they can survive with that small radio and everybody can hear it.
Could you clarify that, Helio?
Yes, we have some issues in Canada, so we can't have like a lot of Christian stations here. So our friend here is asking if, like, here in Canada, the only place we can hear a Christian station is in the car. So she was surprised that we can broadcast to the small radios, to the Galcom radios. So how that works to go to the villas, to rural areas, and use like this small thing.
That's right. Here in the Philippines, the portable missionary or PM radio, this is the radio, the transistor radio with only one radio station, that's FEBC. And we continue to distribute that. And right now we have 13 radio stations that you can hear all over for as long as there is a signal in those particular cities. So we have not been limited to just like small stations. These stations are actually in the middle of the city, and they have very, very good coverage. And for those that are up in the mountains or in areas where it is difficult to reach, like even during disasters, we use the Galcom radios with the battery. So right now in the provinces, they don't have internet, and if they do, it's going to be spotty. So they still use the radio, and it is still the main source of information for the community. So that has been continuing. So the portable missionary ministry of FEBC continues in the area of radio distribution.
Yeah, just to show everybody here, this is the radio. Small like that. So how, as Dana was explaining, it's solar power, so you don't need batteries. And you usually just pre-tune it, so anyone can just hear our station. In many cases, we also have an audio Bible here together. So we have only the audio Bible and the station, so they can hear only Christian content. Yeah, there's some more other examples in the literature table. Yeah, any other question? Oh, here. Coming.
Of the new radio's tower, how much would that be? What are we transmitting? What are we looking at?
So how much will cost the new transmitter for DZAS?
The new transmitter?
Yes, how much will cost?
Right now, the transmitter is, I think, $43,000, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you are mistaken because it's double that. $100,000.
Yeah, okay. I knew you guys knew the price, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of zeros after the first one, so yeah, we need to work hard. Anything else? Yeah, thank you. Thank you for...
It's about 100,000, that's right.
Yes. Yeah, Dan, thank you for our time together again. Please enjoy your time there. We will be praying for you, and God bless you.
Well, Toronto, thank you so much. God bless you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpunta, lalo na sa mga kababayan namin. So thank you. God bless you also, and do enjoy your afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Bye-bye.